What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another episode on my LBZ Duramax.
Now, if you remember from last video, we were able to get the entire engine bay all buttoned up and put back together, along with throwing on the brand new fenders and starting this girl up for the first time. And in today's video, we're gonna be addressing all the body work that we need to get this girl finished up.
So what I'm gonna go ahead and start doing is sanding down the entire cab and getting everything prepped and ready so that we can address some of the dings and dents we've got going on. And later in this episode, we're gonna be installing some brand new powdered parts. So with all that being said, let's get to work. Alrighty guys, so we finally finished up all of the body work on the cab. All the dings and dents and scrapes are officially taken care of, which means we can finally start moving on to the bed of the truck. Now, this is the original bed off of this truck. I had thought that I was gonna put it on a different truck, so that's why I popped out a few of the dings and dents and painted it black. But with the price of used beds these days, especially rust-free, I decided that we are going to actually use this on the LBZ. So first things first, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and tear off both of the bed sides, and that way we can get everything prepped and ready for when the new sides arrive. So without further ado, let's get to tearing. So now that we got both of the bed sides removed as well as the inner tubs here, I went ahead and threw the guy on the trailer just because I am going to be taking the truck bed in to get sandblasted just to take care of this little bit of surface rust that we have going on, because I want a nice, clean and prepped area to throw some fresh undercoating on. While we wait for that to come back from blasting, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we have some fresh powder coated parts that just came in. So let's go ahead and install those. Now, what we've got over here is a brand new diff cover from Spelab. Things I really like about this diff cover is there is a sight glass on the front, a drain plug on the bottom, as well as a separate fill plug on the top. The other thing is that this unit is fully billet aluminum. It's got all the nice channels in there for the cooling. So again, a very nice unit from Spelab. Thank you guys again for sending me that out. Secondly, we've got a fuse box and brake reservoir cover from FKF Fab. They also went ahead and customized it for me with my WB. So huge shout out to you guys. Thank you guys again for doing that. And last but not least, we have a 75-inch HSP track bar kit, which again, color matched in the same color combo that we've got on the truck. So those are the new parts we're gonna be throwing on. We're gonna start with the diff cover. So let's get it going.
Alrighty guys, so we were able to get the fuse box and the brake reservoir cover all installed on the front end here, as well as that rear diff cover in the rear, along with the lower shackle mounts for the traction bars. Now, I also went ahead and tried to mock up the bars, but it looks like HSP accidentally sent me 2 driver's side frame mounts, because when these are mounted on the frame like so, the traction bar obviously goes into that bottom hole and then back to the axle. But one of these mounts needs to be flipped 180. This needs to be the other way so that it can mount properly on the other side. So unfortunately, I have 2 driver side mounts, so I did reach out to HSP and just waiting to hear back on if they can send me out a new one. It is unfortunate that I didn't realize this before I had everything powder coated, so it is gonna set me back a little bit. But on the positive note, we got the bed back from sandblast, and I actually already took the time to go ahead and fully prep the underside of this thing, so it is 100% ready to throw back into the garage and start throwing down some undercoating. Well, there we go, guys. The bottom of the bed is all undercoated and looks amazing. We also got both of our bed sides in, so we can finally start tackling those. It does appear that the inner tubs and the outer skins did not come together, so we are gonna have to do these in 2 stages. So I'll go ahead, unbox these, bond those 2 panels together, and then after those have cured, then we can throw the entire unit on the bed. I also got an applicator and the panel bond and a grinder to prep the surfaces. So let's get started. After a 4-stage bonding process, both of the bed sides are on and look really good. Next steps we're gonna jump into is addressing the tailgate on the truck. We're gonna start by debadging it, taking off the cap, the handle, all the mechanisms, and then getting down and addressing some of the little scrapes and dings that we've got going on. After we're done with the tailgate, the last thing we're gonna be doing is throwing on this brand new roll pan. So let's get to work.
There we have it, guys. The tailgate and the roll pan are all finished up and installed on the bed. As far as the roll pan, I currently just have it temporarily self-tapped together here just to give me a little bit of a fitment, but I'm going to run to the store and actually get real bolts and then put 2 or 3 bolts in here and then pull this in to snug it up so we can get it nice and flush. And then after I do that, I am gonna go ahead and body this all in so that we can get rid of the seam and it all be one piece. As for the tailgate, I was able to fill in all those little scratches and dings along here, along with that little dent that we had over here. So everything looks really good. I also went ahead and rewrapped my wires here and sandblasted the hardware and all the latches and everything and repainted those. So those are all good. And yeah, goes up, latches nicely. So I'd say this bed is pretty much done.
Obviously everything isn't 100%. I will be going over the entire truck one more time before we throw on the wrap. But for now, the truck's in a good spot where we can just keep moving forward with the build. But with all that being said, this is where I'm gonna wrap today's video. So thank you guys once again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.